Good day everyone, I am Jessa Tubat, a BSL3 Social Studies student, and I will be tackling about school interaction as part of Unit 1, defining the basic concepts of school interaction. So let us first define what is school interaction. School interaction is the process of interacting with one another at school, meaning to say it is collaborating with one another at school. The root word here is interacting. It involves interaction between the student and teacher, teacher and co-workers, learner and learner interaction, and other staffs in the entire school. Let us go over with the types of interaction. First, we have learner content interaction. Learners can interact with the course content in multiple ways, such as through multimedia, activities, assignments, self-assessments, projects, and among others. Second, we have learner-learner interaction or student-student interaction. Opportunities are created for learners to interact with other learners. For example, through peer evaluation, peer tutoring, games, competitions, discussions, presentations, and etc. Third type of interaction is the learner-instructor interaction. Learners-instructor interaction takes place in multiple forms through various communication channels. For example, through introductions in a bulletin board, the creation of participant profiles, feedback, office hours, and many more. Instructor interacts with students individually and as a group. So the teacher interacts with their students in two ways. It can be through individual or as a whole group. Instructor's interaction with the whole class is frequent, or at least once a week, throughout the duration of the course. For example, through a course announcement. So during announcement, of course, the teacher will announce that as a whole group. Generalized feedback on activities or assignments. And other types of interaction is learner community of practice interaction. Learners are exposed to relevant communities of practice. For example, course includes resources related to those communities of practice, such as links to relevant sites or organizations. Learners have opportunities to interact with the community of practice through guest speakers, lecturers, simulations, course activities, and more. There is a question here. Why is it important for teachers to interact with students? The answer would be, it is significant for teachers to interact with students because teachers are the ones who foster positive relationships with their students, which it can create a classroom environments more conducive to learning and meet students' developmental, emotional, and academic needs. So that is the reason why teachers should need to interact with their students. Right, so interaction is needed in the classroom activity because it helps the teaching and learning process run smoothly and it can increase learners' communication skills. It is also one way of practicing inclusion at school. So because when everyone is interacting, it can promote or it can develop the social skills of the students, of course. Interaction is at the center of the teaching and learning process because when we interact with one another, especially we are unique, we can learn a lot of new things which it can help us or which we can apply it in our lives, and It will also help us to better understand that the individual differences among others. So we can have, or it can enlighten our mind the truth about diversity. So I guess that's all for my report. And thank you and God bless.